Ho! Welcome back, Trainers and Collectors. It's your favorite Poke Plumber. For today's Plumber's Pick of the Day, guys, bear with me. I will get way more into detail with these, but I'm just saying it now. It is the Prismatic Evolutions SPC. Guys, we'll get into it, but that's my pick of the day. We're not quite there yet, but it will be. I'll get into it. Just be patient. Be patient. Welcome back, Trainers and Collectors. It's your favorite Poke Plumber, fleshing out the latest news and the hobby updates. Whether it's breaking leaks, rare finds, or market trends, I got the tools to keep your collection growing and your profits flowing. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Before we get this awesome episode started, I have to announce our giveaway winner. And then I'll announce the giveaway, but congratulations to the one, to the only, Rob Rosenberg. Congratulations, Rob. All you have to do is shoot me a message on Instagram or email, screenshot your YouTube, and claim your prize. Guys, whoever won any other giveaway, I will be sending everything out on Tuesday because Monday is Martin Luther King Day, which is technically today, if you know what I'm saying. But guys, for the next giveaway, all you have to do is like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell notification, and enter your chance to win Let's see if we could do this. Guys, should I do 3 winners or should I do 1 winner? Put in the comments below if you think I should do 1 winner or 3 winners. But all you have to do is like, comment, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification. But we got a fun episode today. We got a lot going on. And this was a longer intro. But I guess, you know what? People aren't going to like this. But I did pick up something really cool this weekend. I said I would share with you guys. Just bear with me with this intro, but I have to share it with you guys because it's really, really cool. Huge shout out to the one and only Carrington Poke Scooter. We were able to acquire not 1 black and white error box, but 2 black and white error boxes. So here we have Dark Explorers and Next Destinies. Guys, they do not make booster boxes like they used to. Like, these things are absolutely epic, especially this one with the Venusaur on one side. Hold on. Let's get to Venusaur. Soar! Guys, I'm really, really excited. It's a big video coming with the expedition journey and all that, and that's my halfway point. But guys, guess what? We are halfway to our goal for the expedition box. So, guys, I've been putting a lot of work into those videos, so that's why my uploading lately hasn't been like on a bean. But let's get into today's episode. Reprints are here and you're not gonna like it. Man, I wonder how long that intro was. For everyone that's still here, I appreciate you. But guys, we have news of reprints, right? The tins that I am giving away, those will be coming. Okay, that's exciting, right? We're gonna have more product with Destin. We are getting Destin booster bundles. Okay, hooray. Prices, don't, listen, distro is charging a lot for these, so don't expect the prices to be too good. Journey Together product, we're getting a lot of Journey Together product. We know the Charizard UPCs are coming, we know the Prismatic SPCs are coming. No booster boxes. Literally no booster boxes. I have to talk more about it. There's no booster boxes. Like, where the heck are the booster boxes? So everybody was FOMOing of Destin now with no booster boxes, but now we're getting way more Destin product, but still no booster boxes. And guys, Pokemon isn't printing enough booster boxes. They're not, like, it's wave 1, wave 2. Some things are just wave 1, and we're still waiting to see if these reprints of booster boxes are gonna happen. And if they don't, these booster boxes upon release are going to be way more high. Like, the prices are going to keep shooting up because everybody wants to have booster boxes in their collection. Do I think ME1, ME2 boxes look absolutely plain and horrible? Yes, but they're still a booster box. Destin Rivals boxes? Guys, if they don't print Destin Rivals booster boxes, in the grand scheme of things, the booster box will technically be like short printed, right? We're already seeing booster boxes near $500 a box. Right, I'm getting messages every day if I'm selling any Destin Rivals booster boxes. Honestly, not right now. I don't know what's going to happen. I just don't. I think it would be kind of silly to sell any Destin Rivals booster boxes until we see what they're going to do. I mean, we still haven't had any Journey Together booster boxes. We never had Temporal Forces booster boxes. I mean, in other countries, we had Twilight Masquerade and other stuff. we had a little bit of surging, but I'm going to be patient and not sell any Destined Rivals, and that's just me. But at least they're keeping the per pack price low by giving us more of that product. I guess there is always a silver lining here. We had the Charizard UPCs coming out, and I know we always talk about older product. You got to buy it now. You got to buy this. You got to buy that. But with these prismatic SBCs coming to market, right after, you know, the Costco thing, with the Charizard UPCs coming to market from the Costco thing, these are kind of going to be your chance to buy it, right? We're going to see these things, you know, drop 10, 20%. And instead of just waiting, I'd kind of be focusing on that. Like, yes, we see things down the future that are, you know, cheaper than other things. And you're like, all right, that makes sense to buy. It should be higher. But this is going to be your chance to get an S-tier product that is at a lower rate than it is today. Take that opportunity. Buy that. Prismatic, you're never going to go wrong. They could print it nonstop for the next year. And guys, it hovers around that $7 per pack mark. It's just, Prismatic is that S-tier set. Just like Hidden Fates was kind of that S-tier set. And then you'll have people say, I could go in the Target and get as much hidden as I wanted. Everybody's different, guys. Some people can find this stuff at Target. Some people can find it at Walmart. Some people can find it at, you know, wherever. Not everybody's lucky. They have to go to the secondary market. So these SPCs to me are just a no-brainer. It comes with a beautiful promo, beautiful playmat, and a bunch of prismatic packs. That's an S-tier product. Then you have the Charizard UPCs that, listen, I wasn't 100% right. I said, you know what? We're going to have deja vu. These boxes are going to drop down just like the old Charizard UPC from the Sword and Shield era. And we saw it decline. And then you know what happened? This little boom came right back up, and now they're hitting all-time highs, because I don't know if it was, not all-time highs, but it's hitting higher numbers. I don't know if the product got eaten that fast. People understood it's a great product for the rip and shippers because they can break it down, get their packs. So, I mean, you're going to have another opportunity with the UPCs. Just take advantage of it, and same with the Prismatic SBC. What I'm realizing is this vintage market that we're in right now is just tenacious and unstoppable. I'm seeing boxes get ripped left and right. We talked a little bit about it. Delta Species boxes get ripped. Holland Phantoms boxes get ripped. It looks like in the black and white era, Legendary Treasures was like a 6K box in the summer, and now it's around 20K because Rip and Chipper said out of any black and white product, that one has the best hit rates, and we can make the most money off of it. So when all these vintage boxes hit these numbers, it's all from the rip and shippers, right? And before I get into the rip and shippers, the scalpers, and all that stuff, guys, I talked a bit about Logan Paul, and people were like, oh, you respect Logan Paul, he's a scammer. Listen, I don't respect any scammers in this hobby. I respect his showmanship, his marketing, right? The way he makes money, the way he takes care of his family. If he did scam those people and never paid any money back, then yes, he's a piece of crap. I don't agree with any of that. But guys, you have to go back in time, and this hobby was meant for the people that felt left out. This hobby was meant for the people that were alone. They could walk in any LCS, LGS, and everyone would welcome them with open arms. I don't know who any of the people on these channels or anything are saying, this person isn't welcome to our hobby. This person isn't welcome to our hobby. That feels pretty shitty. Guys, I'm not the biggest fan of scalpers, but I don't shun them. If you're not scamming people, if you're not robbing people, who am I to tell you what the hell to do, right? If you're making money for your family, then do you, man. This hobby's welcome to everybody. I may not agree with it, but if they're not doing anything wrong, I have nothing to say. And all these other people that's, oh, I don't like this person, he shouldn't be a part of the hobby. That's bullshit. Everybody's welcome as long as they do the right thing, right? No one is better than anyone to tell someone they're not welcome to the hobby. That's bullshit. Excuse my language. But, see, I lose my train of thought. I don't even know what the heck I was saying. But anyway, oh, vintage boxes. So yes, these rip and shippers, they shred through this product, they charge crazy prices, but at the end of the day, there's people that are in this hobby that are paying for these packs. So it's feeding it. And then the beast just grows bigger and bigger and bigger. And you know, your black and white and older keep shooting up higher and higher and higher. Heart Gold Soul Silver, Undaunted, it's like a 20-something K box. These Diamond and Pearl boxes are $20,000 something per box. And we're seeing the black and white era eclipse 10K and more. You know, heck, Stormfront over 25K. We're seeing these boxes get eaten up and just shoot through the roof right now. who's to say that XY isn't next? Who's to say that Sun and Moon isn't next? Because guys, XY and Sun and Moon was not printed as much as your Sword and Shield was, right? Or your Scarlet and Violet was. I think the prices of, all these Sun and Moon boxes right now, if this is what the market's going to be, then they're all fantastic fair prices. Yes, I have price memory, and I'm like, why isn't Cosmic Eclipse? It went from 120 to 250 to 500 to 1,000 to 12, right? I can say that. But now when I look at the big picture and I look at a Cosmic Eclipse box, I look at a Cosmic Eclipse box, and then I look at like a Boundaries Cross box, right? Boundaries Cross, the box looks beautiful, but a Cosmic Eclipse is such a stacked set, right? So I'm like, okay, I could see in the long run Cosmic Eclipse being one of the most expensive sets. So right now, if you can get at that price, it's a fantastic price. Unified Minds in the $2,000 range. Unbroken Bonds in the $2,000 range. In the grand scheme of things, they weren't printed to oblivion. Did they get a couple small reprints? One small reprint? Yes. But that's how I'm starting to look at your XY stuff and your Sun and Moon stuff. And I say, it's getting older. Maybe it's a little bit undervalued, right? If this hobby is going to keep eating up product, shredding product, and keep booming and booming and booming, then yeah, this stuff is undervalued. Ancient Origins, I look at that, undervalued. Phantom Forces, that one really threw me for a loop. Many of you know when Phantom Forces hit that all-time high, I sold one of my cases, right? Because the price didn't make sense to me. We watched Phantom Forces skyrocket to 12K, go back down to 8, and now you can buy it anywhere from 8 to 10. So it's like, sometimes things don't make sense, right? But now it does, because I'm watching what happened with the older boxes. It's just time, patience, and then the rapid rate of the rip and shippers, they just keep, shredding through it. I don't know if that was the camera or if that was the PlayStation. It was definitely the PlayStation. I don't know. For all the new people coming in here, just buy the newer stuff. It's really exciting to see what's going to happen with Perfect Order. Perfect Order. If we do see those boxes really come out below MSRP, guys, even though the market is crazy, I could see these boxes being less than $200 per. I know people are like, well, you can't judge a set based on the Pokemon on the box, right? And I agree with that. But we're seeing some illustration rares come out. We saw like a Talonflame come out. We saw a really nice Clefairy come out. But I still don't think this set's going to be deep. And what goes through my head is that when this set Perfect Order comes out, people are going to say, okay, I don't like this set, but like I'm looking at Phantasmal. I'm looking at Mega Evolutions. Heck, I'm looking at Destined Rivals. I'd rather put my money there than on this Perfect Order First Order set, right? I have to say First Order. But that's what I think is going to happen. I think when First Order comes out, people are going to look elsewhere, and then you're going to see elsewhere start to jump up a little bit more. Because guys, to me, I'll still buy First Order, but I'm not all in, right? I'm just not all in, and I think I could do better things with my money, and I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one in the hobby that thinks they could do better things with their money. Mega Evolutions, I'm still really high on. Paldean Fates, with this little dip we had, I like Paldean Fates. And the only reason you guys see me selling stuff, right, because I had someone say, like, if you believe in something, why are you selling that? Guys, if I sell one case, it's because I have 40 cases, right? Like, it's not because I don't believe in the set. I'm just trying to get to my expedition box, right? So I don't want anyone to be like, well, and why does he say he believes in it, but he's going to sell it? Guys, I have an abundance of product, and my goal is just to sell a little bit of this product to get to that expedition box. And as a collector, it's one of my biggest collecting goals. Do I think all the stuff I sell in the long run will grow up higher than the expedition box? Yeah, probably, but with the way this market's moving, it just scares me to imagine what Expedition is going to be one day. I kind of feel like this market's turning into the sports market. We see $1 million items in the sports market all the time. So who's to say in 10, 15 years, Expedition, Skyridge, Aquapolis, who's to say they're not all $1 million boxes, right? It's crazy to say it out loud, but I don't know. I'm always a collector first. I have an abundance of stuff, and that's kind of why I bought so much extra stuff back then, because I would use it as trade bait. And sometimes I'll get a double of an older vintage box, and I'll use the second one as trade bait. And that's kind of what I'm doing now. I took a lot of profits on all this stuff that's gone up that I had, that I bought throughout all the years, and now I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it into one epic piece. And guys, at the end of the day, when I look through the numbers and I dollar cost everything that I'm into that I sell to put into this this expedition box, that'll be my cost. So I don't know. We're halfway to the goal right now. Hobby's moving. Hobby's freaking healthy as ever. One Piece is just, you know, I'll talk a bit about One Piece. So I was just curious about One Piece because I was, as you guys know, I'm selling stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm going to sell some One Piece boxes and, you know, take some profits on some of these items. And I'm looking at like Pillars of Strength, $850. Kingdoms of Intrigue, you know, $600 something. And I'm looking at these boxes and I'm like, do people look at One Piece and see how well Pokemon did throughout the years? So now they think One Piece is going to do that throughout the years? Like, do they know Bandai's past? Do they know what Bandai has done to Dragon Ball? Listen, I do think One Piece is a real deal. But still, it came out around Crown Zenith, so 2022. So let's say we're almost 4 years into this, right? Why are people so confident on One Piece? I see people selling their entire Pokemon collection and putting it all into One Piece at all-time highs. Guys, I don't recommend you do that. If you're going to do One Piece, I recommend you diversify. If you want to sell some Pokemon, put into One Piece, it's your risk. You might do very well. But to me, I'd rather sell a couple One Piece boxes instead of selling any Pokemon boxes. Will I keep some OP05? Absolutely. Will I keep some OP01? Of course. I'll keep some boxes, but I feel more comfortable. It might age well. Hey, we could look back at this in 5 years and be like, Nick was the biggest idiot in the world. But I just feel like I love Pokemon more. I'm more confident with Pokemon. And I mean, I have love for One Piece, but at the end of the day, we know what Nintendo and Pokemon does. It's been like 3 years. For people putting in 6 figures in One Piece, it's a ballsy move, Cotton. And it might work for you. It might not work for you. I do think it's the real deal. I'm just not 110%, right? I'm not 110% on Pokemon. How can I be 110% on One Piece? And it's like, everybody still thinks it only goes up. Right now it is. We're in the greatest bull run of all time. But like, don't forget you're not invincible. Like, I think that's the biggest thing. Everybody becomes so confident, right? And this is why I say Pokemon money. Don't use house money. Use Pokemon money. Like, that's why I won't touch a dollar of my money right now. I'm selling Pokemon to go into this box, right? I'm still like, yes, it's proven, but you always have to be careful. That's it. Just be careful. Don't over leverage. I know people that were struggling with their credit cards, and now that the boom's happening again, they're doing it again. Be careful. That's it. Be careful. For everyone's favorite segment of the day, Pokemon pronunciation of the day. Darkspawn. Darkspawn. The surface of this Pokemon's skin hardens when exposed to intense heat, and its body has appetizing aroma. Darkspawn. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys are the very best.